I talk to a lot of clients who feel like they have cigarette smoking is the only way that they can manage stress. A part of their success plan then becomes learning how to manage stress without smoking. So that's what I'd like to talk about today and just give you a few things that you can do so you can start practicing managing stress without smoking. The first thing, always, always, always the first thing is the breathing. I think I've discussed this in a previous video, but in case I haven't, breathing, when you do the breathing, right? And smokers are really good at doing the breathing. When you do the breathing, you're activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which actually turns off that fight or flight, that stress response. The key is to do enough breaths. When you start doing the breathing, make sure that you're sitting down because sometimes you might feel a little bit lightheaded from doing it because you don't have the nicotine and the smoke that you're inhaling that are actually making that breathing less effective. And even with the smoke and the nicotine causes stress. Inhaling smoke causes stress, right? It increases your blood pressure, it increases your heart rate, it's increasing the circulatory demands on your body, right? It's attacking your lungs, not to mention the long-term effects of, heart disease and cancer. So when you're smoking and you feel calm, it's not the nicotine, not at all, not even a little. It's the breathing. The breathing is so powerful that even though you are inhaling, right, and introducing known stressors to your body, you still feel calmer, stressed, more relaxed. So do the breathing, right? Pretend to smoke without the cigarette. That's really what it is, right? So I teach ha breathing that I learned in my NLP training. And so it is. Let's do it again. Do it with me. And do it again with me. And on the out breath, really blow out that stress, right? Feel your body just sink down and relax. Let's do it one more time. No, two more times. Now, when you're dealing with a stressful situation, do at least 10 breaths, right? Think about it. You don't smoke a cigarette in one or two drags off the cigarette. So really do a minimum of 10 breaths. You can do more if you need to. When you start doing the breathing, do it sitting down because sometimes you can get lightheaded until your body gets used to it. All right, so what's another thing that you can do to help be able to alleviate stress without smoking? Right? Physical activity, whether that's going for a walk, whether that's getting into vigorous exercise, weightlifting, whatever it is, when you're actually exerting energy, right? Doing whatever it is, again, right? You're pushing that stress out of your body, and your body is now focused on the actual movement of what you're doing, right? So, movement is a really great way to be able to just push aside that stress. And then the last thing that I want to share, because I want to keep the video short, is what is called self-care activities. What are those things for you when you're feeling stressed that you can do that you really love to do? So for me, I'll give you an example just so you can kind of get an idea. For some people, exercise might be one of them, right? Like movement, going for a walk, right? Being out in nature, really embracing that nature, hugging a tree. It might be being with your pet, right? And having them in your lap and petting them and, telling them all your woes. It might be journaling, crying and telling your journal all your woes. As you're expressing it, you're actually moving it out of your body, which is helping to be able to relieve and decrease that stress. For me, I think I talked in a previous, video. For me, it's going near the water and the ocean if I can manage it, because that salt water is so good. Might be taking a salt bath. It might be doing meditation. Like, what are those things that help you feel calm and centered? It's a good idea to be able to just make a list of, a few of those things so you can remind yourself when all of a sudden you're feeling stressed, I'm going to do these things instead. And that's another really powerful way of being able to move you out of that stress mode, out of that fight or flight response, into the parasympathetic, which is your calm, relaxed, centered place to be. This is Rebecca with Mind Over Matter Hypnosis. I hope you're finding these tips helpful, and I hope you have a great day.